Combining sci-fi and drama with his well-known brand of comedy, actor, producer, writer, and director Seth MacFarlane promises that season 3 of The Orville, which launched just today on Hulu, will be out of this world. Our Will Reeve got a chance to sit down with MacFarlane to talk about the show's new horizon.
We're about to enter unexplored space. I know you're all just as excited as I am, so let's give this everything we got, and may the Force be with you. How was that?
Perfect. It's almost like yesterday was one life, and today's another. And everything's different on this side of time.
So the Orville is back, and you had a long hiatus. How long?
Yeah, we stopped in March 2020, and then we started up again in around October and November 2020. So I guess, yeah, it was about 8 months or so.
Everyone's very excited for the Orville New Horizons. It's a new platform, new characters, new adventures. So will things be looking up for Captain Ed Mercer and the crew aboard the Orville?
Yeah, well, I think people can expect a lot more than they think they can. It's not just COVID that's the reason that it's taken so long. It's a pretty massive uptick in scope. We're only doing 10 episodes as opposed to 12. They're longer episodes. The scope of these episodes is is much more film-like. I think people are a little unprepared for what's to come. Disney and Hulu really gave us the resources to do this right, and we've put it all on the screen.
You've portrayed classic science fiction in a way that really only you could. You're comedically inclined, but with an incredibly clever and incisive edge. Fans have loved this, but you've taken a turn to sincerity and drama, and you've blended it all together in a way that's resonated. And broadly, what has the experience creatively been like for you as you dive into this new frontier?
I think with any show, you spend the first season finding yourself and finding the show, and that was definitely true for us. We were really looking to find that balance between comedy and drama. And for me, the more we got into it, I found that I was less interested in, a comedy sci-fi show and more interested in doing a sci-fi show with characters who were inherently real and inherently funny and also, dimensionalized people. I think if this were a movie, I could go full Mel Brooks with it. For the show, it really felt like it wanted to be something different than what it started as. And this season, we've kind of embraced the full sci-fi part of it.
One of the characters voiced by the late, great Norm Macdonald, you had a close relationship with him. He was able to complete his voice work before he tragically passed away. What memories stick out for you in your relationship with one of the all-time greats?
When you bring in somebody to do voice work, it's usually a packed day, and you have a lot of people to get through, and it's really about minimizing the chit chat and minimizing the amount of time you got to go through the glad handing everything before you get the next person in there, because you just kind of want to get through your day. And Norm was the exception. The longer Norm stayed afterward, the better it was. He would start to tell a story, and you would just sit back and just go, I'm here for this as long as it takes. This guy is one of the great storytellers in comedy of the past several decades. And that was what I remember the most, is that when he came, I just didn't want him to leave.
Final question, and we'll let you go. For someone as successful as you have been in so many different ways in your industry, what does it mean to you to have your fans really be drawn to this new adventure that you're on with the Orville?
That's really the most important thing to me. I've had this conversation with so many other directors and writers, and there's always the hypothetical question: would you rather have critical acclaim and very few eyeballs, or be ignored by critics and have the audience come in droves? Obviously, I would like the latter. That's why we do it. Anything else is just putting on a puppet show for your parents. So it's very gratifying to see. I mean, God, the trailer is now about 6.6 million views on YouTube. That's gratifying, because we've been at this in a vacuum for a long time, and we just didn't really know if people were still even there for it, if people if interest still existed. And thus far, it seems that it does exist. So that's exciting and that's gratifying, and it makes me very happy.
Well, Seth, I, along with millions of people, will flock to anything you do. So congratulations and all the best.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Definitely worth the wait.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.